Biaggio, can you tell us what this feeling feels like? Does it feel the exact same as every other fight? Because it feels like every fight's getting better and better. Does the feeling get better and better?
Yeah, I think because right now it's all about experience, and with that said, like experience is being able to be calm in there and stuff, and that's another thing I really want to work on. I think I was a little bit more calmer in this fight a little, but like when I get swinging, I'm swinging. So just work on kind of picking my shots. I know I heard my coach in the corner, pick your shots, pick your shots. Something I still got to work on a little bit. But again, going back to experience, the more you do it, the more you get to think after and re-watch the fight and get better and better. So yeah, it's all about getting experience, and yeah, this journey's a learning journey, and when I'm 10 fights into my pro career, I'm still going to be saying that I got a lot more to learn. So yeah.
Speaking of that pro career, I know you kind of almost promised us you would be turning pro after a win. I know you said in the cage you weren't quite ready, but you'd let us know. I know it's been only 5 minutes, but do you know yet?
I don't. I'm gonna sit down with my coach. I think, I think I'm ready to turn pro, but I want mutual understanding. I'm not the type of guy that just kind of have my ego take me wherever it wants to go. I want to pick people's brains, see what they think, and then have a mutual agreement, and then make a decision then.
Thank you.
Biaggio, congrats again on the win. Great to talk to you again.
Thank you.
Can you talk to us a little bit? You've talked a little bit about the level of comfort you feel in the PFL now compared to the beginning of your PFL tenure. Can you kind of expand a little bit about that in terms of the adjustments and the improvements that you've made?
Yeah. Each fight I want to get better. Each fight I want to improve from the last fight. So, yeah, in my next fight, you'll see more improvement from this last fight. And, when you're improving like that, you're getting better. And the fighting journey is just a learning journey, and I'm still learning. And I'll always be learning. I'm never going to be a fighter that is. I'll never be satisfied, is what I'm trying to say.
One last question from me. You mentioned in your post-fight interview, obviously there's so much going on in the world right now
Yeah.
in the Middle East. Can you kind of provide a message to those that are suffering and the families and loved ones?
Absolutely. It's easy for me to say. I'm not in that kind of circumstance right now, but man, my heart goes out to all of those who are oppressed and suffering each and every day. In the back room, I was looking at some of the footage about what's going on in Gaza, and then I get off my phone and I'm here doing this. It's crazy, man. So my heart goes out to all of them. Just keep your faith and trust in God, and like I said at the end of what I said after the fight, the truth will always prevail. Just keep going, man. It's hard to say it's hard to say when I'm not in those circumstances. Yeah.
And then Biaggio right here. So you came into the PFL. They brought you in for your name. How blessed do you feel that now that you have like 5 straight knockouts in the PFL, that you're more than just the name Ali? You were showing that you are a real MMA fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll always get compared to my grandfather. It's my grandfather. I was born into it. I didn't ask to be his grandson or anything. So when I have a pro record and I'm 32 years old or something like that, they're still going to mention my grandfather. So I don't expect that to ever go away. The only thing I can do is do me and fight and just get better at fighting. And I'm not fighting for fame or money, none of that. I'm fighting so that I could help people who was once in my situation. When I was done playing football, I was lost. I didn't know what to do. Felt like I had no purpose. And, there's people out there that are going through even worse situations. So, I'm fighting so that I could someday be a mentor to those kind of people and let them know that there's light at the end of at the end of the tunnel, and that there could be brightness in the midst of darkness.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Also,
thank
I
you.
know you said you're not sure about the amateur to pro switch, but since you're at Extreme Couture, that's like a big gym out in Vegas, how easier does it make it that you're around guys that are professional and amateurs as well?
It really helps. You can't soar with the eagles if you're hanging with pigeons, right? You can if you're hanging with the eagles, though. And at Extreme Couture, there's so many high-level dudes. We have 3 current champions in 3 of the biggest MMA organizations in the world. You got Sean Strickland, Saudi Boo, and Patchy Mix now. So it just goes to show just how big of a name Extreme Couture is and what kind of level fighters we have.
Of course, man. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
I talked to you about your fight. So during the exchange when you had dropped your opponent, and of course you was looking for the knockout for the kill. In that moment when you adjusted to just keep composed and you landed the same right hand and dropped him, and then you hit counting him the left. Did you know like he was completely out then, or that's like something that you picked up on as the fight was going?
I think like you said, I think it was a hook. He went down on the hook, and when he went down, that's when I saw he was out, and then I kind of got on his back just to be dominant, I guess. I don't know. I caught him in the right place, and I heard my coach saying, place your shots, because it's all about the placement. That is what knocks people out. So. I honestly had no idea that I placed it in the right spot, but I did, and all praise be to God, man, because I do my best and God does the rest.
Last question. I had the pleasure, me and my friend, pleasure of visiting the African American History Museum. Of course, they have a section dedicated to your grandfather. And you know how they say history repeats itself. He was a big activist, talked about stuff, and the way you did in your post-fight, one call you activist, but you did something similar that he's doing.
Yeah.
So, of course, talk to me about, like, in a way, you're kind of, in a way, following his footsteps outside of the ring. What does that mean to you?
It means everything. I don't believe that this world is like the real life. I believe that the real life is where we go when we die. So that's why I say I'm not fighting for money or fame, none of that. I'm fighting so I could eventually be a mentor, just like my coach Dennis. He's a huge mentor to me, and he's helped me out. And I got into fighting because I was basically just depressed when I was done playing football. So, I want to be a mentor like that to people who were once in my spot or even worse. So, money, fame, you don't take that when you die. You take good deeds, you take how you treated people and the love you can spread and how many people you can help. So that's all I really care about.
What's up, Biaggio? Right over here. You had Matt. How you doing, man?
Did you go to New York?
I live in New York. I came here.
Oh, okay. I thought you went to New York. I thought you thought the fights were in New York.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I was like, we're in DC, bro.
Boy, Matt Burnell was sitting cage on me. What do you think he'd say about that striking display you put on?
I heard him screaming liver shot, and I went for the liver shot, and like right when I got to rewatch it again, but I think when I went to the liver, he hit me with the right hand, and I was like, okay, maybe another time. I actually heard Maz, and he's a huge mentor, a huge inspiration too. If you watch him fight, he gives. He's in your face the whole time. You can't breathe. Like, you just gas out. And going into this fight, I knew my opponent. It was his first time on this kind of big stage and stuff. So initially, I wanted to give him that kind of pressure and just kind of walk him down. So, great friend, great teammate. I look up to him a lot. Yeah.
You're nominated for a World MMA award. I think the award show is this month. You're nominated for the Fighting Spirit Award. You know that?
Yeah.
What would that mean?
I don't know how I'm nominated. I'm an amateur,
What
but
would that mean to you to take that award home? It's a cool award.
that would be great. Yeah. I think there's other people that deserve it more than I do, that are pro and but I think that's great. I'm honored. Yeah.
How proud are you of yourself in this moment? How well do you feel you represent your team, your family, most importantly yourself?
I'm proud of myself, but I'm more proud of I think just improving. There's so much more to learn and so much more to improve on. But yeah, I'm gonna just soak it in, and I'm proud of my teammates and their support and my family and friends and Coach Dennis, man. Man, I'm so grateful for him. He helps me so much. He helps me stay calm, and like, to him, a fight is like going to the grocery store or something like that, and he like makes it normal, because going into a fight, it's a big deal, and you put so much pressure on yourselves. And even last night, like I walked up to my coach, I told him like I was pacing the room, I was very very nervous, damn near scared. So hats off to Dennis, really. Best coach in the game, hands down. I don't care what anyone says.
And we got about when you want to get back to action again.
No clue. I hope Dunkin' Donuts is still open. Is it? Can someone check? Okay. That's a real. I'm not trying to be. That's a real question. But yeah, no clue. I don't work at a nightclub anymore in Vegas, so I can actually like spend New Year's with my family. And my dad, he used to be an executive chef, so he's gonna freaking lay out all this food at the house. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat.
Excitement.
Yes, sir.
Joe, we showed your history last week in our TV show in Brazil, and the fans they asked, "How is a security in a nightclub in Vegas?" Did you take this job or?
I did actually. My last fight was in New York. After that fight, I came home, and I was able to quit my job. I wanted to just focus on fighting. I want this to be, this is my career. This is my job now. So, I'm very lucky to be able to just focus on what I, want to do. But working at a nightclub in Las Vegas, you see some shit. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Biaggio, I see, first of all, great fight.
Thank you.
Thing, I see you growing out a mullet. Do you plan on continuing that?
You said what?
You're growing out a mullet. Are you planning on continuing that?
I don't know. I might, one of my teammates, Blake, he's got a legit mullet if you want to see a legit mullet. But, I don't know. My hair used to be super long, but, I like to just switch it up a little bit.
Biaggio, you were featured on a Celsius commercial as a Celsius athlete. That's pretty cool. Not many amateurs are getting featured like that. But besides them, Celsius, are there any people that are sponsoring you, that are helping fund this ride for you?
Yeah, right now my two sponsors are Celsius and OnlyFans. OnlyFans, I post a lot of training footage and, just training pictures and stuff with my coaches, maybe some technique stuff. I'm not posting lingerie pics and shit like that. That's not yet. That's not what it's about. It was initially for athletes. So me and my brother, we're both sponsored by OnlyFans, and we like to post training footage and anyone who wants to kind of get a scene or a glimpse behind the scenes. So.
Yeah, Joe, you have a lot of fans in the Middle East. If you were able to say something to them, what would it be?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. We none of us would be here without God, and I'm a huge fan of what is going on out there, and especially Saudi Arabia with the boxing that they're doing and a lot of the events that they're doing. So I would love to, inshallah, come to the Middle East and visit all my brothers and sisters, and yeah, so.
Yeah, Joe, I know you said that you're still not anything about pro, you're not going through it. What grade would you give yourself tonight at performance?
What rating?
What grade?
C plus maybe, yeah. I only give myself a C because, like, when I throw, I'm really trying to just put you out. But I gotta just place my shots a lot better. I know I have the power, so I don't really have to kind of, I don't really have to do that. So just kind of place my shots more and be more technical.
As a follow-up, what do you think Sean Strickland, what grade would he give you for tonight?
He might give me a B just for the aggression. Sean's a very aggressive guy, so maybe he'll give me a B. I don't know. Maybe if I'm lucky.
Your leg kicks and takedown defense tonight were something that looked very impressive.
Thank you.
Just talk about the evolution of that throughout your career.
Absolutely. My favorite fighter is Justin Gaethje, and you know how Gaethje is with the leg kicks. So, he was a taller dude, so I didn't want to throw high kicks. I wanted to kind of chop at the legs. So, and you could tell it hurt him too, because he switched to southpaw after a couple of those, and he even said to me, like, we were talking during the fight, he even said to me, he's like, ow. But, no.
Brandon with the DMV MMA Center. I want to find out, when did you find your timing? Because I seen that you had such a high volume in the first as well as the second round. When did you find your timing in your range?
I think, sometimes I'll kind of do this. I'm not trying to land a jab or anything, but I just want to see where I'm at by using my reach and kind of adjusting where he is from the tip of my knuckles. So I kind of do that to kind of get my range a little bit, and then I go. But again, there's so much to improve on. There's, yeah, sky's the limit. Man, I'm just learning and learning and learning and learning. Thank you. Thank you. That's it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.